But just because something that was fundamentally wrong was done to someone, a crime, doesn't mean that when discussing that person's legacy, you can't talk about their political views. And the suggestion in this case that Barry Weiss thinks that that conversation is illegitimate, I think is really quite revealing, right? About what she actually thinks about Charlie Kirk. Because let's imagine, God forbid, that Rashida Tlaib were assassinated or Zoran Mamdani were assassinated. I think it's really hard to imagine that Barry Weiss would be tweeting, je suis Rashida, je suis Zoran. Of course, she wouldn't. She would say that the murders were wrong, but she would not think it was illegitimate in any way to talk about the fact that their political views in her mind were ones that she fundamentally opposed, right? Or let's, to take a different side of the ideological spectrum, let's think about the assassination many years ago of the racist Israeli politician Meir Kahane, who was assassinated, right? And that was wrong. He should not have been assassinated. That was a crime, right? But I think I would hope no one would have responded to that by saying "Je suis Meir," right? As if to say, I'm going to embrace everything about Meir Kahane because simply because he was killed, right? You should be able to say it's wrong that he was killed. That person should be prosecuted under the law, and the man also had reprehensible racist views. And I don't